Hey y'all, welcome to Hunker Down with Harry. I'm Harry, and happy April Fool's Day to everyone. It's April. Crazy. What a 2020 this has been. One for the books, for sure. I've noticed that since my family's been together for the last 3 weeks, isolated in our house, we've all kind of developed these routines. And my routine usually is I get up first. I get up pretty early, like maybe 6:30 or 7 o'clock. I get dressed, take a shower, get dressed, and then I feed the dogs and the cats. And if there's any dishes, I'll do the dishes or whatever. And I'll make myself a cup of coffee, which reminds me, latte art. Please, someone send me a 30-second video of you making latte art, showing me how to make latte art. I tried to make I tried to make a heart this morning and it ended up looking like a palm tree. Had I intended it to look like a palm tree, it would have been a pretty darn good palm tree, but it was supposed to be a heart. So send me that. Also, like Jill has been doing 95% of the cooking and she has been crushing it. Right before we went to bed last night, I just looked at her. She's like, "What?" I'm like, "You've been killing these dinners every night." She made in the last week, she made pot roast, shrimp scampi. Last night she made shrimp and feta with grape tomatoes. I mean, she's been killing it. I think she's making stuffed bell peppers tonight. It's just been off the hook. So I've been contributing, like making my simple kind of food. So I bought some cannellini beans. They didn't have Great Northerners. My Uncle Ray used to make Great Northerners, the white beans. And I remember he used to say, "Boy, when you cook them white beans, wash them off and then pour that water out and then wash them again and then put them in your crock pot. They'll be white as snow." That's what he used to say. Oh, he also used to say, "Put them on a bed of onions, boy. You can never have too many onions." So I got the crock pot out this morning. I got my cannellini beans, which I don't really know the difference between cannellini beans and great white Northerners. They're more like for if you're making bean dip or chili, I think, and they'll kind of take on the taste of whatever you're cooking them with. But the cannellini beans I think they're like white kidney beans. You know what? I have no idea what I'm talking about. So I got the cannellini beans. I soaked them overnight. My grandpa used to tell me, "Hey, Harry Jr., go in there and tell Grandma to poke each of those beans with a pin before she puts them in the pot." I said, "Why, Grandpa?" He said, "To let the gas out." I got a lot of stories about beans. So I soaked my beans overnight. I put them on a bed of onions, like my Uncle Ray used to say. I used celery, garlic, onions, salt, pepper. I put a ham hock in there, and I had like some baked ham, and I chopped that up into cubes, salt and pepper, and I'm just letting it sit. So that's something that we can snack on for the next few days, put it over some rice or whatever. So that's something that I like to eat. We have been watching a lot of TV. Like everyone else in the world, we have just finished watching the entire series of Tiger King. I don't know how to explain what I feel right now. It's super heavy. I don't know what to feel. Like, what do y'all feel? Joe Exotic has basically taken over the world. This guy has taken over the world. I Googled the name Joe, and like before I could even get the E on, Joe Exotic came up before any other Joe in the world. Before Joe Biden, Joe Pesci, Joe Jonas, Joe Rogan. It was Joe Exotic. I even checked it on Yahoo. Same thing, Joe Exotic. So it is. My name's Joe, by the way. My first name is Joseph. Maybe I would have had a different career if my name were Joe Exotic or Harry Exotic, Harry Exotic Jr. It's now time for viewer videos. Our first video is from Amber Radovojevich. Amber says, my 3 boys, ages 19, 16, and 15, are all doing remote learning with their classes starting this week. My oldest, Nick, must have gotten tired of writing his paper for Western Civ because I was walking by and found him playing tunes on a rubber band. See, I do that stuff too. That's the stuff that Jill is collecting to serve me papers one day. Like, he will not stop playing the sync. He will not stop playing rubber bands. He will not stop tap dancing around the kitchen. So listen, I get it, Nick. I feel you. Next up is Michael Evans. This one really had me going. This is his tribute to the last roll of toilet paper. That's really sad. I mean, that's the last roll of toilet paper. I'd play taps too. Our next video is from Sarah Oliver Ladd. She sends a video clip of a spiritual that's been on her mind lately. Watch this. Sarah, I want you to come over to my house and just play the harp to keep us all happy and calm. That's like the most soothing thing. I love that. I love it. Next is from Debbie Doberty. Debbie says, my cat Winnie is so fascinated with your Hunker Down with Harry show. We all enjoy watching you, but Winnie will jump up in front of the TV to watch you and listen to you talk. It's hilarious. Our cat does that too, Billy Finn the kitty. But he only watches Forensic Files. Like, he'll just, whatever. He wasn't even into Tiger King. He didn't even stop. He'd jump up on the bed and just keep on walking. But you put some Forensic Files on, that son of a gun will sit down and watch that all day long. And I don't mean like laying down, I mean like, and don't walk in front of him too. It's important to him. I don't understand that. Next up, we have some photographs from Linda Godby from Indianapolis. She says, I have been taking more frequent walks in my neighborhood lately and decided to pick up some trash one afternoon. That's so nice, by the way. 1 hour and one bag later, what a difference. Wow, look at that. That's incredible. There's much more to pick up, so I vow to make more time to do this on a regular basis. I also plan to adopt a block and get my neighbors involved when the pandemic ends. That's what I'm talking about. We're good people, right? All of us. Linda, that's fantastic. I love that. That's inspirational to me. Maybe I'll start with my closet. Then I'll move out to some bigger public spaces. Good for you, Linda. Next, we have Debbie Rader Clanton. Debbie says, I wanted to share this video with you of my precious granddaughter that will turn 8 in April. She's practicing her violin while roller skating around the table and the dog. Did y'all catch that at the end? Did y'all see April avoid that dog? She's playing the violin, which takes up so much brain power by itself, and she's roller skating in a circle, and she somehow sees the dog and just kind of glides around it. That's like such a specific talent. I've never heard of that combination. It's like violin, roller skating, dog avoidance. Incredible. It's like a new genre. And now, Charlotte's Life Ponderings.
We all know the story of the three little pigs, right? So the wolf would always threaten the pigs, you know, I'm gonna huff and puff and blow your house down. So since he could talk and they could understand him, don't you think they'd just be able to settle their differences over a cup of coffee?
Thank you, Charlotte. And now I have a very special treat for y'all. A while back, I did a play, a musical version of the movie The Sting. And I played Paul Newman's part. Don't ask me how I got that role. And Robert Redford's part was played by a young actor by the name of J. Harrison Gee. He sent in this video.
When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'm on your side. Oh, when times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. I love you all. Everyone be safe. Wash your hands. Stay inside. Love you.
Okay, so I watched that with Charlotte, and Charlotte said, that's the perfect video for right now. It really is. Just knowing that Jay is in the world right now makes us happy. Thank you so much, Jay. I love you so much, and I can't wait to have the honor of sharing the stage with you again. All right, Katie Chapman sent a video of her husband, Scott Chapman, playing and singing his COVID-19 rendition of Ain't Misbehavin'.
No one to talk with, all by myself. No one to walk with, but I'm happy on the shelf. Ain't misbehaving, I'm staying 6 feet from you.
I hear you. Nice work, Scott. That's funny stuff. Love it. Our next submission is from Kim Kaufman. She's from Jupiter, Florida. Kim says, my daughter's worked hard for a few days to perfect this fun routine. I hope you enjoy it. This is what this is all about. It's just people spending time together and sharing experiences with each other and having all the different generations come together. Like, because we're all together, moms and dads are seeing their kids do things that they may not have had a chance to see. We're sharing interests with one another. I love it. That's so cute. Thanks, girls. That's really nice. Our next submission is from a guy named Spencer Sutherland, and he sent in this video.
Hello, Harry. It's your friend Spencer Sutherland here. I'm hunkered down on the West Coast, and I know you're hunkered down on the East Coast, and everybody everywhere in the world is hunkered down. So I wanted to send you this video to send some good vibes out to everyone who's watching. This is one of my favorite songs of all time. It's a song that when I was a kid, I used to listen to, and it kind of helped me through some stressful times and when I was going through some stuff. Wise men say only fools but sin. For I can't help falling in love with you. Thank you very much. I'll be here all night. Literally.
Thank you so much for that, Spencer. You're just terrific, and I love the giant chink at the end like that.
Thank you very much.
That was nice. That's a nice touch. I got to start doing that at the end of my songs. Just a button at the end of it. I think that's good. So Spencer's the kind of guy you'd like to see one of your daughters date. He's just a good guy. I did a film recently called Fear of Rain, which will be coming out at some point in the future. Katherine Heigl's in it, among some other really talented people. But I play a dad in this movie, and my daughter is played by a young actor named Madison Eisman. Now, Madison Eisman happens to date Spencer Sutherland. And because I love Madison so much, we've become really good friends after shooting the movie. Because I care for her so much, it means a lot to me that she's dating a guy that I think is a really terrific guy. She doesn't care what I think, but I like him a lot, and we all like him. We all like Spencer, Jill and the girls, and we all love Maddie. And Maddie was kind enough to send in a song as well.
I can see you now. I can see the love in your eyes, laying yourself down, raising up the broken to life. Bye.
So beautiful, Maddie. And you did that thing that Spencer did, that trink at the end. Can we see that again? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You both do that. Do you know that? Is that what happens when you've dated for a long time? You start ending songs the same way together? Because I like that. I'm gonna start doing that at the end of my songs. Every song, not just like big songs, little, because Madison, you did it at the end of like a lullaby. And you did too, Spencer. So back in 2006, I was on Broadway doing a show called The Pajama Game, and the person I got to share the stage with every night was a source of incredible inspiration to me. She's a dear friend, and she's an incredible person. This is Kelly O'Hara.
Light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness, although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Here comes the sun, your smile.
What can I say? I just feel very blessed. I'm blessed to know Kelly. I'm blessed to know Maddie and Spencer and Jay, and I'm blessed to have all of you send in your incredible videos to Hunker Down with Harry. It really means a lot, and it makes me feel like I'm a part of y'all's community too. Thank you. And now, superheroes. Our superhero today is State Trooper Brian Schwartz. On March 21st, State Trooper Schwartz pulled over a car for speeding. The driver was Dr. Sarosh Ashraf Janjua, a cardiologist at a coronavirus quarantine unit in Duluth. But State Trooper Schwartz didn't give her a ticket. He handed her 5 N95 masks he was supposed to use as protection. Dr. Janjua said, "I burst into tears, and I think he teared up a little as well, before wishing me well and walking away. This complete stranger, who owed me nothing and is more on the front lines than I am, shared his precious masks with me without my even asking." That's incredible. State Trooper Schwartz and Dr. Janjua, you're both superheroes. Thanks so much for tuning in to Hunker Down with Harry. We'll see you next time.